what psychological safety does, it actually creates that environment for us to be able to take risks, right? And
Yes.
knowing that even if we gonna take a risk, and even if that might not work, what we're able to do, we're able to know that what we tried, we learn out of it, and we can now do it again in a different way. The worst
Mhm.
case is like you just shared. I don't want to take any risk because I don't know how this is going to be used. What if this is used against me? And so that's the opposite of psychological safety. I shared there are three ways leaders build that. So one was avoid blaming. The second would be show your people that you're engaged. In other words, think about being in a meeting with a leader and he or she being, immersed in their computer. Because how many times have you sit on these kind of meetings and everyone comes in with their computers, and instead of listening to the meeting and what's being said, they're kind of answering emails or doing something else. And think about what kind of message does this send to your team. So how can you
Yeah.
create that kind of psychological safety? Means also I'm here and I'm listening. Because how many times I've been on meetings when the decision maker was not paying attention, we presented the case and then we asked, what do you think? I said, oh, okay, so can you repeat that? I said, come on, okay. And this is exactly why we're here. You invited us to this meeting to present this. And so as a leader, it's very easy for us to think that when someone comes to speak with us and we still have maybe the last two sentences in an email to write, or maybe we have a messenger, a Slack, something popping up, it's very easy for us to say that, well, let me just finish this. Or actually, that will be the best thing to do. Say, hey, Madalena, I'm sorry, I know you have something important. I just have, to finish this. It takes me one more minute, and then I will be with you. Rather than trying to pay attention to the person while you're typing, because you cannot multitask, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as a leader, creating that psychological safety means that I'm here, I'm present. When I'm in a meeting with you and you are speaking, I'm looking in your eyes, I'm making eye contact rather than looking somewhere else. We believe that these things are not, well, I'm here physically. How many times were we physically in a place and mentally somewhere else, right? And when we talk about employee engagement, which is one of the holy grail of being in business and leadership, we're talking about the person being present there, now, here, right? And how can we model that if we as leaders are not there, right? So
Mhm.
on one side, avoid blaming others to build that kind of trust. Show your team that you're engaged, and also include your team into decision making.